What's up, board game people? It seems we're in the thick of it. All the campaigns we knew about are launching, and more are popping up that weren't even on my radar. Today we're taking a close look at one that wasn't on my radar until I took a closer look. The Merchant's Cove Mastercraft expansion launched on Tuesday and has blown past its funding goal and through a ton of stretch goals. So, I don't get any money from game companies for making my videos. I make them to help us all find new games that we might be interested in. If I get something wrong or we disagree about something, please let me know in the comments. Welcome back to Merchant's Cove. The town folks, adventurers, and rogues are all here hungry for goods of all types. Get to work because the Cove only thrives when your business is booming. Merchant's Cove Mastercraft is the first big box expansion for the well-received Merchant's Cove. The expansion includes a new faction festival board that connects to the bottom of the main board and contains tracks for all the factions. It includes a new faction, the Paladins, and as you advance along all the tracks, the factions will grant you boons such as wizards enchanting goods to make them more valuable, or the Dastardly Rogue allowing you to frame other players and move some of your corruption to them. The expansion also adds more rogues and townfolk cards to add to the mix and mayhem. Best of all, it contains 4 new master merchants to play. Amanita Moghead, the mushroom farmer, whose insects assist her in growing the biggest, most potent mushrooms in the valley. Hemlock Trolms has opened a private detective's office, solving the mysteries of the Cove, but his assistance comes at a steep price. Jacques Finn Greentail spends his days on the beach. He's not a beach bum, though. He's busy diving all the wrecks in the Cove, hoping to find treasure to sell to the adventurers at the docks. And Ava Shortcakes bakes the best pastries you can find around these parts. You might hear quite a racket coming from her kitchen, but wait until you try the scones. But wait, there's more. Returning from the original Kickstarter, you'll also find Johann Spielten Pock, the game maker, in your Mastercraft box. This merchant must manage the bloat and content creep, manage the late pledges, and shove the campaigns to the docks to lock them down and deliver. Finally, Mastercraft also includes the Kickstarter exclusive loot pack with more content coming from the stretch goals. So what is Merchant's Cove anyways? Merchant's Cove is an asymmetrical Eurogame where players take on the role of fantasy merchants with a unique shop. The original game was funded in September of 2019 and received critical acclaim and landing on many top 10 lists in 2021. In the game, merchants compete to sell their goods to adventurers as they arrive at the pier, the most famous market in the 5 realms. Each merchant has their own components and their own vastly different ways of producing goods to sell. They can employ townfolks to staff their shops, or they can leverage the corrupt rogues to make shady deals in a bid to get ahead. After 3 rounds of selling goods at the market, the wealthiest merchant wins. Now that we all know a little about the game, let's take a look at the different pledge levels. First, for $1, you get access to the Pledge Manager. For a $69 pledge, you get the Merchant's Cove Mastercraft expansion box, the Game Maker Merchant, the bonus loot pack, and all unlocked stretch goals. For $79, you can get the Merchant's Cove base game. This comes with the Game Maker Merchant, the bonus loot pack, and all unlocked stretch goals. Finally, for $214, you can get the Merchant's Cove bundle. This gets you the base game, the Secret Stash expansion, the Innkeeper, the Oracle, the Dragon Rancher, the Mastercraft expansion, the Game Maker Merchant, the bonus loot pack, the backer-built Rogue pack, and all unlocked stretch goals. This is pretty much everything Merchant's Cove. The project has a ton of monetary stretch goals, adding to gameplay and component quality. We are already running through and unlocking many of them. So far, we have new Rogue cards, new Paladin cards, linen finish on the box and boards, new Townsfolk cards, card quality upgrades, 3 solo scenarios that can be used as a part of a campaign, linen finish for cards, new corner staff tiles, UV finish on boxes, and new and unique token shapes. There's still plenty of stretch goals left to unlock. There are also add-ons aplenty here. At $39, you can get the Mega Box storage solution designed by Game Trays. This includes the Thief player board for free. For $5, you can get the Thief miniature. For another $5, you can get the Thief player board. For $9, you can get the Alchemist decanter in plastic. For $5, you can get the backer-built Rogue pack. For $24, you can grab the Merchant's Cove Secret Stash expansion. For $24, you get the Dragon Rancher Merchant. For another $24, you get the Oracle Merchant. And at $24 yet again, you get the Innkeeper Merchant. Shipping for this project is pretty straightforward. The chart breaks the world down into zones. Find your zone and check your price. Shipping, taxes, and VAT will be charged in the Pledge Manager. Let's take a few and quickly go through my thoughts on the game and the project. First things first, value. This is an iffy one. Merchants Cove, the extra merchants, and the secret stash have all been available at retail for almost the same price offered here. I did some math on the Merchants Cove bundle, and there's very little difference in getting the game at retail and getting it here. The big thing is that the core game is pretty much sold out everywhere, which points to them needing to do another print run. That's likely happening alongside this campaign. So if you wanted to wait, you could likely save a few dollars on shipping grabbing everything at retail, but you'll miss out on the Kickstarter exclusive stuff. I actually like the amount of Kickstarter exclusive stuff being offered. To me, it really helps make up for the small difference of buying here versus retail. Sure, I would have loved to have seen the bundle with a $30 or $40 discount, but this is what we have. What makes this game interesting to me and makes me want to hop in is the awesome creativity and variety seen in each of the merchants. So far, I haven't seen a merchant I wouldn't want to try out. I can see this game easily being one where everyone has a favorite, but I'm the type of person who likes to try everything out at least once. I'm also excited for the solo scenarios and campaigns that they're adding in through the stretch goals. I could see myself playing through each of these with each of the merchants. I imagine some of the scenarios could be quite the challenge with specific merchants. Out of the new merchants, I'm most excited to play the Baker. I love the little gears and I think it could be quite a powerful character with a little careful planning. My wife will likely fall in love with her as well. She's really wanting me to find a game that plays similar to Overcooked from consoles. Merchants Cove is what I'd consider a medium-light game. I think it has the potential to be a fun, short-play competitive game, where if anyone's feeling down on their luck, all they need to do is try a new merchant. The faction fair is going to add a whole new layer of strategy to the game. Gaining sponsorships is not something to take lightly anymore, and I can see a lot of playstyles developing around advancement along the fair tracks. The art is lovely, neither too kiddie to justify a place at a table surrounded by adults, but not so realistic that it sets a serious mood from the outset. This is a game I can see people laughing and blurting out random jabs at one another while playing. It's also relatively easy to learn. Some of the merchants may be a bit more advanced than others, but you can easily teach someone to play during their first game, and they'll be plotting and scheming by the next. The component quality is also looking great. I love the differences between the different merchant boards. The 3D boats help to really make them a centerpiece to catch your eye while you're planning your turn. I really wish the new display stands had been made 3D as well, but that's a relatively minor gripe. Overall, I can absolutely see bringing this out when I have friends or family over and playing a quick game, and I'm almost positive that short game will lead to many, many more over the next few hours. As always, think of your own situation. Ask if the game speaks to you. If you're on the fence on this one and just want to dip your toes in the water, my suggestion is to get the core game and grab the secret stash. It adds so much variety to the rogues and villagers that you'll want that one for sure. In the end, don't just listen to me. Do your own research and back with your head, not your wallet. Hopefully this has been helpful. Maybe you got to see a game you would have otherwise missed, or maybe you got a closer look at something you'd already dismissed. Sometimes a game deserves that second look. We'll be back later this week with a regular news video and anything else I can sneak in over the busy weekend. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing and leaving us a like to help our little channel grow and reach more people. Thank you so much to everyone commenting their thoughts, opinions, and suggestions. Have a great night and play something different tonight.